My name is Brittany Thurman, and I'm going to be discussing a lesson plan. In this lesson plan, the TEK that I'm going to be using will be the 5th grade Knowledge and Skills TEK 5.10a that says that the students can draw conclusions from the information presented by an author and can also evaluate how well the author's purpose was achieved. The ELPS language proficiency standard that this is going to be covering is D2B, and under that is the first bullet point, and it says that intermediate ELLs have the ability to speak in a simple manner using English commonly heard in a routine academic and social settings, and that they are able to express simple, original messages, speak using sentences, and participate in short conversations and classroom interactions. The objectives that we will be covering today in class say that I will be able to make predictions about texts, I will understand the author's purpose, and this one should also say I will discuss how effective the author was at showing his purpose. So we're going to start out with a little warm-up. So on a piece of paper, I want you to go ahead and fill out the See, Think, Wonder. Here's the sentence starters I started you out with that say, I see, ... and you'll need to fill that in with what you see in this picture. Then it says, I think, ... and you'll need to say what you think about this picture. And also, I wonder, ... and something that you wonder. And I really want you to just really think about this picture for a minute. I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to actually process this picture and kind of gather your thoughts about what you think. Okay, now that we've had some time to go ahead and write that down, I want you to just turn to your partner and tell them what you think about the picture. And then we're going to share as a class, we're going to get some ideas about what y'all think. Okay, now that you've gone ahead and shared with your partner, why don't you go ahead and tell me what y'all think? You know, those are some really great suggestions, guys. You know, whenever I saw this picture, I see a guy, you know, trying really hard to overcome his struggles. And I think that he's almost at the top of the mountain, but yet we still can't see what's above that. And I wonder, first of all, how he got here, and second of all, you know, how he's going to progress or how he's going to, I guess, maybe get away from this instance that he's in. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move on to our first activity. First, I want you guys to look at these pictures. What about this one over here on the left? What are some things that you see about this picture? A big fish. Okay, I see a really big fish actually. It's quite a big fish. Does anybody know what this fish is called? This is actually a bass, and they are humongous fish. What are some other things we see about this fish? We see it jumping out of the water. Good. We see its mouth open. Yes, that's a good one. What about this picture over here on the right? What do y'all see about that one? Okay, you see a guy and a girl. What are they doing? They're rowing in a boat. Okay, good job. Why do y'all think he's the only one rowing? Do y'all think that that maybe is maybe unfair? Do they seem happy? Do we know? We're not really sure. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go on to some popcorn reading. And don't worry, if you don't want to read, you don't have to. Where I might call on some of you to read, but if you don't want to, then feel free to go ahead and say no. I'm actually going to place a card on your desk, and on the red side, if you absolutely do not want to read, then you can just keep it on the red side. And, you know, if you're okay with reading, then you can go ahead and flip it on the green side. That way I'll just know if you feel comfortable with reading or not. So one thing that I do want y'all to do while we're reading this is you're going to go ahead and on a scratch piece of paper, I want you to write everybody's name that's at your table group at the top of the paper. And then y'all are going to create this chart on your paper. This chart we're going to fill out for the boy, the river, the bass, and also Sheila Mant. Those are the characters throughout the story. In this column, the first column, you're going to point out characteristics. Characteristics are certain things that you see about them or that you that are mentioned about them, like details about the character. Like maybe if it said the boy was wearing a red shirt or the river was wide and clear or something like that. In the second column, you're going to go ahead and fill out the setting of each of these. If it doesn't provide a setting, don't worry. We don't have to have it for every single one. It would just be nice to. And so in the setting, it may say something like they were in the forest or they were on the river or just something that gives away something about maybe the time of the year, the place that they're at, just anything like that in the story. And then also I want you to think about relationships between characters. So that might mean that the boy, like under the boy, maybe he's in love with Sheila Mant, or maybe, you know, the river is provides a relationship for both the boy and the bass, or something like that. So I want you to be thinking about those different relationship pieces. So that's going to be something that you do together at your table. Then for more fun on your own, while we're popcorn reading, I'm going to stop us at certain points throughout the text, maybe like 4 or 5 times, and I'm going to give you a little bit of time to, on your own, make your own prediction about what you think is going to either happen at the ending of the story or something that you think, like reasons why you think the author may have chose to write this story this way, or just make any kind of prediction you want to about the story. Write it on a piece of paper for me. Don't discuss these ones with the people around you, not just yet. We're going to do an activity a little bit later where you can share all these predictions with your friends. However, right now we're going to refrain from doing that so that we can save the suspense for a little later on, okay? Okay, now I'm just going to play a short little video explanation now that we've gone ahead and read the text. This video explanation will help everybody in case you didn't quite understand the reading or in case you're still having some confusion. This video can just provide you with a better explanation.
Also loves Sheila Mant. And he gets the courage
Okay, now that we've gone ahead and watched that video of it, I want to do a quick write real quick. In this quick write, here's a few questions for you to consider. However, you don't have to answer every single question. Okay, so let's just go ahead and read through these questions. So for one, why did the author write this story? 2, are there any messages that the author was trying to show the audience? 3, how did this setting influence the story? 4, did the author do a good job at achieving this purpose? And 5, is there a better way to achieve this purpose? And remember, you don't have to do every single question. These are just some questions to kind of get you thinking about the author's purpose and why he would have wrote this story. And I'm going to give you guys about, let's say about 10 minutes to do this, okay? Okay, now that we've had time to do our quick write, I want you to do a think, pair, share. So I want you to pair up with your shoulder partner, and I want you to share what you wrote about in your quick write. I want you to think about, is there anything that maybe your neighbor said in his quick write that you could add to your quick write, or any points that you're getting that you didn't think of that you really like now. And also, this will be the perfect time to discuss your predictions also. So you're going to discuss with your partner if you were right about your predictions and maybe why you came upon that prediction using the graphic organizer. That might help you. And also, this will give you a chance to further evaluate it after we've watched that video. And that is all, guys. Thank you so much.